Welcome back, everybody, to Fist Truck TV.
Welcome.
New session.
Look at you.
What the hell were we doing last time?
It's been a bit. It's been a bit. So I think last we left off, I was gonna do invasion stuff for the volcano manor because I want one of the goodies that they're gonna give me. So here we are doing that thing. Really, what I want is there we go.
Hey, Paisan.
Goddamn degenerate.
Yeah. He has a story in this one.
Yeah, his story gets disrespected all the time. I mean, because he is like a
recurring character.
Yeah, recurring character. There we go. Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna assume that's been a minute, but Patches is a goddamn cocksucker. So the fact that he gets disrespected, or his story typically gets disrespected, I'm okay with. But on the flip side, in this game specifically, I don't know if they added more to it, but it's pretty dumb.
He's for lack of a better word, or probably the best word, he's simping for the Volcano Manor chick.
Yeah.
And she's only interested in her god.
Just snake him in.
Yeah. So while she's busy eating him out, she's not eating Patches out. Dual meaning there. I meant it. Calculated risk. Took it. Stuck the landing. Fantastic.
Oh, come on. God damn it.
Now the Volcano Manor, they just want to fuck with the... what do you call them? Tarnished people, right?
I think also the fingers.
The fingies? Yeah, they don't like the fingies. They want their god to be fingies or something.
Oh, there's just so much poise.
Yeah, that's Havel version.
It is the game's equivalent of Havel. Oh,
yeah.
fuck! Woo!
But you don't meet him in a special
my
place. You just meet him to duff him out.
Yep. Oh, God. There we go.
Fantastic. Good job. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me tell you something. You know those food the food supplements like some like the healthier alternatives like turkey bacon, the Beyond Burger.
He doesn't give the talisman, son of a bitch. Oh, hold on. No. Keep talking about Beyond Burgers and fucking bean steaks while I look up this.
Bean steaks, cauliflower, buffalo wings. So I've tried a lot of them because if there's like a healthier alternative that can satiate the demon that's inside of me, that is gluttony, it would be life-saving. But nothing. Why? There is no substitute for the real thing.
Well, there are.
There are, but they're not good, right?
Yeah, that's
like I haven't had a single thing where, oh, this tastes exactly like rice. Oh, this tastes exactly like a good burger. And I'm like, no, you're imposters. Man. You're trying to be something that you just can't be. So just focus on what you could be.
Oh, I like to substitute rice or like mashed potatoes with cauliflower.
Okay, so
and when I tasted that,
that's my point.
I'm like, oh no.
You're like, what?
No, this not doing it for me, man.
Yeah. All right. So, reason why I brought this up today.
Okay.
I had cauliflower rice.
Oh, okay.
I took the cauliflower, I grated it up in a grater, and I cooked the shit out of it, and I put some, seasoning and all that. It's not rice.
It's cauliflower.
It's cauliflower. But out of all the shit that they promised would be one thing when they're not, cauliflower I feel is in the acceptable bin. The cauliflower rice.
I don't know. For me, it's like, I mean, I can eat it. It's fine, and it's it is a healthier alternative. But I mean, it's still not as good.
Yeah, it's not rice, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But like, I had a.
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Oh, well, if he gives a shit, that's.
I had a.
Oh, fucking
What do you call it? A chickpea burger, garbanzo bean burger. You know what I'm talking about?
You're not talking about the impossible thing?
No, it's just like it's a chickpea patty.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And my friend, who's a vegetarian, says, "Oh, I get that all the time from this place.
It's
the awesome.
best.
It's fantastic. Why would you ever need to eat a burger again?" I bought it, right? I bought this bean burger, bro. It turned into sand in my mouth. First of all, it had no flavor.
It is very much a texture thing also.
The texture was... It was like licking this guy's fur, alright?
Oh!
It just imagine taking a bite out of this guy's fur, that's what it tasted like. That's what it felt like.
Goddamn.
It was... It's just, why are you lying to me? Why do you lie to me? I mean, I know I can't verify your taste buds versus my taste buds, right? I can't verify that you and I taste the same type of things the same way. But it's I denounce the possibility that you can think that comparing that to an actual burger is good. All right?
You know, I think I think what it is for people like that, or when people say things like that, is that they haven't had the actual thing for so long. And you know, also when you're trying to, when you're doing that whole, you know, like, hey, you're choosing to go vegetarian, whether it be for health reasons or, you know, like,
yeah, you have to psych yourself up also.
Yeah, like you're trying to find the best alternative. Did you see me? Oh fuck! I don't care. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just, I'm here for the talisman. Give me the talisman. Is that it? Please tell me that's it.
Doggy.
Thank you. We now have poise, boys.
Poise for days.
So yeah, I think what it is for when people get like that is or say that it's just that, hey, yo, this is the best thing that you know, that I've eaten, and it tastes close enough, or I guess, you know, while also fulfilling that whole criteria of not killing animals.
Yeah.
And also beans are good for you. I just think when people say like it's a substance, or like this tastes just as good as the, you know, actual thing, that's what everybody wants to say without actually, you know, I don't know, like a side-by-side thing. And it's either that, or if it tastes just like the actual thing, then it's arguably less healthy. Like that's the whole thing with the Impossible Burgers, is that like,
no,
they taste really close. They taste about as close as humanly possible to the actual thing.
Right, but also they got pulled by the FDA because of carcinogens and shit. Not carcinogens.
Whatever. Just they're not healthy. They're not healthy. Yeah. Like it is meatless, so there's that. You know, like that. It does fulfill that criteria, but they're worse for you than the actual thing, which it doesn't defeat the point, because at the end of the day, the point is to not kill animals, but it is just kind of funny. Or at least in that regard, it's just kind of funny. Okay, so I killed that guy.
It's you know, it's just one of those things that, like, I just whoa.
The fuck do you want?
He was just like, "What you doing?"
He was trying to body me, yo.
No, he was trying to make a clay pot with you.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, I'll always be here and here, as he just points to my heart.
As I was walking through the sands, I looked back and I saw my footprints, and also another set of footprints, and I knew all along that this bear was trying to eat my ass, and it was gone. Shit. You ever had bear meat?
No. I've had buffalo or bison, whatever. And
Yeah, buffalo meat. Bear meat, bear fat. I had bear fat. That was kind of rancid.
so you just ate fat?
It was a thing. I was young, and there was this.
Did you ever just want to eat fat?
Friend of my dad that had a bunch of shit and was like, well, he was like, here, try this, little buddy. And I was like, wow, I don't like that at all.
This is literally just fat.
Said, yeah, that's good eating there. And was like, no, thanks.
That's the keto diet.
Yeah, exactly. Except rancid. Hey, we're about to fight Margette ×3.
Yep, and I hope it goes well. That's probably one of my favorite fights in the game.
The third one? What
Third
about the
one?
first and second one?
Oh, they're cool. They're cool. But this one's
the
this
third,
one's
does
just
the third one
cool.
do anything different? Can't remember.
How many? You've only done this once, right?
Yeah, I've only done the Margette fight
Oh,
once.
okay.
This one.
Yeah,
specifically.
Morgott. Yeah. He definitely, he is definitely different. But yeah, like I guess just the thing is like, when it comes to the substitutes and stuff like that is or the other big thing is that if you're not vegetarian or vegan, so like, you know, like you give a shit, kind of. You know, or it's not when I eat a steak, I'm not thinking about the life that the cow lived. I'm just thinking about how good it is. And so
Yeah.
but
Well, I mean, you know, if you do think about it, you can't justify being a meat eater. You know.
I mean, if I think about it, I'll still fucking do it. That's not gonna change anything. But you know, if you're looking for substitutes and you know, and you're not vegetarian or vegan, so you're in, you know, like the whole animal life-saving thing isn't a factor, you know, then obviously you're probably doing it for health, or possible, like, you know, good for the planet kind of thing, because farming and stuff, whatever. So
pillagers,
at which point you're like, man, it's not as good as the real thing, but, you know, suck it up. That's about it. Is like, suck it up, man. We're just eating. We're eating to not starve, not to, like, you know, pleasure ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why we're eating a different way today. Hopefully it sticks, but you know, we'll see.
Hopefully, what? It sticks? You said?
It sticks.
Yeah. No, that's always the hard part. Like, you know what? Up and wham. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's always the hard part, is getting the stick. When you're just used to a certain thing for so long.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh shit!
I look at my nephew, and like, when he's around me, I make sure he eats right, if anything, in front of me. And he's just 6 years later. He doesn't want any candy. He doesn't like candy. I'm like, wow, it worked. It worked.
What does he like instead? Hardcore drink.
He likes meat, and he likes like fruit. Sometimes.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
But he does like bread, which is, you know, bread can be a slippery slope.
Yep.
For that.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, shit. For our kind of people.
What do you mean?
Because that's just like empty calories and stuff.
But it's bird.
Yeah, and you can put burger on it, and it tastes real good. Pretty much bread is the delivery device for the spreads.
For a bunch of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
Literally, you know, oh, I could see a slice of bread by itself, or you could put fucking bacon and burger patties and fucking cock meat and anything you want on it.
Like, I'd never eat butter by itself, but I put butter on bread.
Yo, I saw this video. Some girls like, yeah, I eat pizza with butter. I'm like, bitch, you are fucking insane. Man, what the fuck?
I will say though, like next day pizza, you fry it up in a pan and get the crust really crispy.
Yeah, but I mean, it was literally just like a knob of butter on top of cheese. Like,
I never understood the knob of butter on top of pancakes either. Like that was always weird to me.
I don't do it when I like, if I just eat pancakes at home, I don't do it. But if I go to like IHOP and they just do it for you.
Yeah, they do it for you. I was like,
oh yeah, I'm fine with it.
well, because the last time I went to IHOP, it was like
shit.
it was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And they put the butter on the pancakes, and like I don't go to IHOP. I probably gone to IHOP maybe 5 times in my whole life. It was just like, oh, you got why did it?
You want a Rudy Tooty Fresh or Fruity?
Like, get this in there. Yeah, just give me syrup and pancakes.
Yeah, I mean that's really what I go for normally. But when they put the butter on it, I'm fine with it. Why does he attack straight out of doing that thing?
Hey, don't die. Don't die.
Fucking. Oh. Alright, hold on, Flynn. Let me just heal.
Almost there.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
You literally only have one more hit.
I do not. I do not. It's just that one thing I've learned, and this stemmed from doing the. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yo, does this guy have like a septic backup or something? There's little shit on the floor.
I'm gonna shit myself! Is this anime shit? Now who will clean my caca up?
No.
Is he gonna... Okay,
Someone call Roto-Rooter.
He doesn't hit me with the soliloquy after dying.
Says, no, you cannot get through here. You have to go kill 2 more bosses.
I don't know why. I don't know why my brain's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna get through. You know, so I've been playing this game recently. You've probably seen me play it. Called Steel Rising.
Oh yeah, the Victorian.
Yeah.
Thing.
And is Victorian French? Is that, I thought it was like British or something. Yeah.
The same shit. To me.
Whatever it may be.
Looks
yeah.
the same to me. The one with the big the down dresses, and they have the corsets, and they got the big asses,
wigs and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, wigs and such.
Yeah. So so I've been playing it, and it's like compared to what we just saw with that fight where like Morgoth's fucking whoops, where Morgoth is like flipping and stunting and pirouetting and all, like things are exploding and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's, you know, granted the game Steel Rising isn't as big budget of a game as this, so that's you know, I guess that would be an unfair comparison to make. But playing that game, like the bosses are so just like tame and simple compared to this, but it's something about it. Like there was a comment on I forgot what I think it was like the Souls-like fatigue video that I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't say this in the I didn't say this at all in the video, but I think for some people when they saw the video, it was just like, this is a safe space for me to complain about this game that everybody really loves. So, so some people were just like airing their complaints about the game, and I was like, oh sure, yeah. I mean, like, I wasn't complaining about Elden Ring, but it wasn't. But you know, that's cool. So one person said that they're sick of like, or that they're kind of getting sick of how all the fights are like these anime spectacles or something like that, and when I read that, I was like, you got a point.
No, yeah, like
I mean, it's cool. It's just that like everything became that,
right? Yeah, and understandable.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know. Like, when you say that, I think of a game like Sifu, where it's like, kind of,
That's more
it's
kung
still
fu
extraordinary,
movie.
but it's very grounded.
Yeah,
And it's like, it's very satisfying. Whereas this, you know,
well, that is good. Yeah, I like that.
it's cool, but you know, you don't get that contact. You know.
Well, yeah, because you're not like actively engaging in the fuck this, yeah, fuck this, fuck all that. You're not actively engaging in it. Like I was watching a zero punctuation video or something like that recently. Well, it was either that or like a it was he did a video about Gotham Knights. And how in Batman, the Batman games, like the Arkham games, one of the awesome, like the combat was fucking great. It was great for what it was good at, like
Right.
which would be you fighting groups of enemies, like huge groups of enemies, and that was where the combat excelled the most. When it came to like one-on-one things, it was garbage. But the whole thing with the combat that made it awesome was that you would be attacking, and then somebody's going to attack you. So a little thing comes up above their heads to warn you. So it's not like you would just stop whatever you're doing and dodge. Like some of them you would have to dodge, but for the most part, the vast majority of the time, you wouldn't just stop whatever you're doing whenever an enemy would attack you. You would hit that counter button. So essentially, instead of there's just a feel, and I guess I never thought about it until he said it in the video. Yeah, it's something about it keeps you in the combat. It's when you counter as opposed to dodge. And in this game, and that's why the shield is like really fun. But the thing is just that you can't rely on it all the time, and sometimes you have to do the whole fucking like dodge, kind of thing.
Well, yeah. So if you're dodging around, or even if you get knocked prone, that's a lull in the combat.
Yeah, as opposed to like Sifu, where it's not about. I mean, yeah, you dodge, but just like either a little sidestep or you are blocking and countering, and it keeps you in the combat. Like you're actively engaging with it at all times. And the point you made about Gotham Knights was that Gotham Knights, they got rid of the counter, and so you're just always dodging.
They got rid of the counter?
It's not the same combat. It's not the same combat.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. It's like it's in that Batman world, but it's not the Arkham game. So, but he was just comparing the two because the Arkham games are the most recent and best example we have of like Batman combat and Batman games.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, yeah, I think that's there's something about like when you're fighting a big boss like the way I was fighting Margit, and it's super cool, and it's once again it's flashy and it's cool when he does like I think one of the coolest things I find about the fight is when he does the attack where he kind of like he does like a strike, like a flip slash type thing towards you.
Yeah.
And normally game tells you to dodge into it because that's always the safest route, but if you actually
like rolling like a ball.
Yeah, but he comes towards you with it, and I guess the hitbox is, accurate enough, and it goes by so quickly that if you dodge backwards, so you go in the direction of it, you kind of follow him, and you can attack out of it. It's really, really cool. It's super cool. But the thing with a lot of the combat in here, and I guess it's also the problem I'm having with Millennia, is that like it's just so flashy, but it feels like this game was not made for this, and I just like the habit that these games have as time has went on. I feel like they've just been leaning more and more into the whole dodging, like you dodge through everything kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I think, yeah, I would say Dark Souls 3 was very dodgy.
Yeah, it was
and heavy.
Yeah, it was. It was like pretty much everything after Bloodborne, or after Dark Souls 2. Everything after Dark Souls 2 was just like all about dodging through it.
Which is
cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's just
a weird. I was saying it's a weird thing to say because the only thing that you have is Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1
and Dark Souls 2. I'm counting
everything after, so not including Dark Souls.
Yeah, I said everything. Yeah, I'm not including Dark Souls, especially not because when you play that game, you don't even have all your fucking iframes.
Yeah, that's true. That was.
I mean, granted, once you do, it actually is the most broken dodge roll in any of the games ever, because you start with the lowest amount of iframes and then end up with the most.
Yeah. But if you want to invest directly into
that's the thing. But otherwise, like, especially since Bloodborne, but it was the point of Bloodborne was the
there was no
there were no shields or anything like that. But then when you game into Dark Souls,
Dark Souls come out when was the time frame between Bloodborne and Dark Souls? It was pretty quick, right?
No, Dark Souls 1 or 2. Well, we're gonna...
3. I'm sorry.
Oh, a year.
Yeah, like they were into development at like the same time.
Yeah, but the thing with Dark Souls 2 versus or 3 versus 1 is that, like, how do I put this?
It was way more dodge.
But the reason why it was like that was because they changed the equip load thresholds, because the dodge animation for the most part has been the same since Demon Souls, and the amount of iframes you get has been the same since Demon Souls. It's been a little like, if we're going that far back, it's a little, like, not one from one, but definitely Dark Souls 1.
Right.
So, like, the amount of movement, how do I put it? The movement is more fluid, is more fluid in Dark Souls 3 compared to 1.
Right.
But for the most part, when it came to the dodge, like the act of rolling through things and all sorts of stuff, it is not different. Like your medium roll in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is, and your fucking, even Bloodborne, your roll in Bloodborne and then your medium roll and light roll from Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is just the fast roll or the light roll from Dark Souls 1.
Right.
So it's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. It's just that now that, since they changed that equip load threshold for when you get that very good roll, and since now since it's 70% of the equip load, so I can wear the shit that I'm wearing, right? Like, I would never be able to wear armor that's like this in Dark Souls 1 and do my dodge rolls unless I had like a bunch of rings and shit on and super high endurance or whatever to accommodate for it.
Right.
Because back then it was 25%. Like, you had to be 25% to get your fast rolls, which was really like a very rough threshold. But still, the idea was that you had to sacrifice defense to be able to, it was a trade-off. But then they changed that with Dark Souls 3, which was cool. It was cool, but also felt like it kind of took away that whole, I don't know, which I guess brings us back to that person's comment about it being like it went like all balls to the wall flashy.
Right.
Was that I did like the grounded-ish nature of the combat, and when it was more, I don't know how to put it.
Well, I mean, from my point of view, the movement has only gotten better.
It's got more fluid, but I'm telling you, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's got more fluid. Like, you could tell when you play Dark Souls 1, when you're changing directions, it feels like you're more clicking into place and stuff.
Yeah,
it's definitely...
I always felt like the main difficulty of Dark Souls has always been the controls. And in 1 and 2, it's just the controls working against you is the difficulty, really, in my opinion. And then Dark Souls 3 was like relatively easy compared to those two because the movement had improved not so much, but significantly enough.
I would say that I get what you're saying, but I think you're wording it wrong. I would highly suggest that you play.
It's not an improvement.
Yeah,
it's just been the controls aren't working against.
It's not the control. The controls have always been. It's always been the same. It's that. It's been more. They've been more. I don't want to. No. Well, it's definitely like animation wise and stuff, and responsiveness have been. That has been. It's been more fluid. The thing is just that over time
responsive.
It's a equip load. It's the equip load. They made. Because if you play Dark Souls 1 with the 25%, equip load, then you pretty much you would be like, I'm playing Dark Souls 3. I'm playing Elden Ring. Like, it's not. I mean, it's not as fast. I get it. It's not as fast. Like, when it comes to you know, like what, like, you know, your guy doing all sorts of flashy shit and stuff. But when it came to the act of being able to dodge, it has not changed. The only difference is just that since they changed the equip load, it has made it way more accessible it's made it way, that's it. It's made it a lot more accessible. So it's and it doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, going between them,
it is a lot.
Having played all of them within the past couple months, it's, you know.
Yeah, because again, like 1, 2, and then jump to 3. 3, I think, is the easiest of the 2.
Yeah.
Right. And I like, just my opinion, the way it feels is, I don't know what the right word is, but it feels like the controls aren't working against you. You know, the movement is not working against you.
Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't say controls, because they've always been the same.
It's
and
more one-to-one. Like, if you press a button, it's going to do the thing instead of there's like
it feels more responsive. It feels more responsive.
Yeah, responsiveness.
Yeah.
What are we doing next?
Well, we will. I'm gonna upgrade my weapons, so that's gonna be a bunch of tedious, boring work.
Episode.
Well, right. No, that'll just be next. Next.
Yeah. All right.
We'll fast forward, and I'll have upgraded weapons.
All right. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.